First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the aileron hinge halves that are called out for. One for the left, one for the right. And they are 35.5 inches long. And then holes are, pilot holes are drilled in here. 3/32 of an inch, 3/32 of an inch, that's number 40 drill bit. 1/4 inch from the edge there, you can see. And they're each 1/4 of an inch in from the end of the lug of a lug. I believe that's 1/2 inch, 1 inch spacing for all of those. And then I will also cut these other hinge halves, which are called out on the aileron assembly drawing. And these are for when we are mounting the aileron to the wing. This will get drilled to the and riveted to the wing, the back of the wing. So I will cut those to length as well and put those aside. So I've marked this one to length already. This is 35.5 inches here, and that is for that first set, that first hinge, and then I'll do a second one as well, and we'll go from there. I'm getting ready to drill the hinge half, and what I have is something I've done for previous hinge drillings. So I have a yardstick, and I actually drilled holes in it that when the yardstick is pressed up against the lugs, the hinge lugs, those holes are 1/4 inch away from the outer edge of that hinge half. And they're spaced at 1 inch intervals, which is perfect for putting a hole at some point equidistant from each lug. In this case, we have it 1/4 inch from the edge of the lug each time, which is right in the center of the lug, and it's 1 inch apart, all the way down to the other end of this, where we're going to skip to where those bunch of holes are different measurements. And what I'm going to do, as you probably have guessed already, is drill the first hole right into the workbench, cleco it to the workbench, and then go along at intervals along the way. I'll do it like 1/4 of the way, half of the way, 3/4 of the way, and remove these clamps as I go. And then just drill through all of these, cleco some of them as I go along to hold it in place, and then finish drilling all of them. And this time, and as you can see with all the holes in here, I've done this before. This material was the actual top of one of the pallets that the kit was shipped in. And I got to tell you, if I were to do this again, build this again, and I probably will resurface this workbench before I'm done, I would just use regular like 1/2 inch plywood, because this stuff splinters, and I've gotten countless splinters in my fingers from this workbench. But this time, typically I use an air drill that I just hang right up here, and I just pull it off the hook. And this is just a cheap Harbor Freight air drill, and it works great, and I like it. It's nice and light, and it's fast, but you have absolutely no control over the speed of this thing. If you want to get a nice slow start, it's almost impossible. Let's see if I can do it. Now, see, you have to press it hard enough to get it spinning, and once you've got it spinning, it's already too fast if you want to get a nice slow start. And I use it all the time, and I've used it all the way through this kit. Let's see if I can hang this back up here again. Okay. And I had two of them, actually. So I can put a number 40 in one, number 30 in the other, and just do my number 40s, pull down the other one, do my number 30s, and it's nice and fast. But for Christmas, Michelle got me this bad boy and that. No batteries or a charger, which I ordered and I got from Amazon. And so now with this, obviously I can start nice and slow to get it started, and then nice and fast. And this should be nice. It's a little bit heavier, but that's okay. I'm not holding it over my head or anything like that with my shoulders extended. So I'm going to give it a try here, and let's see how it goes. Well, that was great. The drill is nice and fast. You should be drilling aluminum with a fast RPM. So this one really great. And I've flicked this down, so it is essentially clamped to the tabletop through these holes. And I'm ready to drill the rest of these. And I'm going to avoid drilling. Actually, let me take this out so you can see where my marks are. Take a couple of those out. Those marks right in there are the ones that are going to be different than all the others, so I'm avoiding those. And we drill the rest. We'll come back when it's done. All done. That was fast and easy. I do have to move the yardstick down to this lug so I can drill this one. Yardstick's not quite long enough to do this. So we'll do that. Okay, those are all drilled. All of them except for these two that are the special ones that I've marked on the back so I could hang this off. Hang this because I can't use the ruler to drill through. I'm going to hang this off the edge of the table here and clamp it, or clamp it to a block and just drill through those 4 holes. Done. So that's one hinge shaft. I need another one. So this one will be for the right wing. This is the upward edge where the counterbalance will be. So I need another one for the left wing that's essentially done opposite, drilled opposite. So there'll be all nice and even holes until you get to the outboard edge on the left wing, and that will be where the counterbalance is. So that's where I'll have those other spaced holes. So I need to do another one just like this one. Okay, the hinges are done. Cut the length, drilled, ready to go. Next part will be cutting the actual aileron skin and cutting this little inset out, cutting this out, and cutting this angle on that. Okay, next part.